guys, so obviously as you can tell from the title, I'm filming a storytime video for you on the time I sleptwalk and peed on the floor. I'm not proud, but yeah, that's what happened. So, let's just get into the story. So when I was in 3rd grade, I didn't have a TV in my room, so I would go into my mom's room and watch TV until I got tired, and then I'd go to bed. Or if my dad had to go to bed, then he'd come in and he'd be like, hey, go to bed. And then I'd just go to bed. So on one particular night, my dad came in and he was just like, hey, go to bed. And I got up out of his bed. And by the way, obviously I don't remember I stomped off and went into my room. Now this is the part I kind of remember. I went in my room and I got out of my bed and I just got in my bed and crossed my arms and stared? I stared at the ceiling and I was pretty mad that my dad had told me to go to bed, even though that was something totally normal. I didn't brush my teeth, I didn't put pajamas on, I didn't turn off the light, I didn't go under the covers. And so my dad comes in and he was just like, aren't you gonna put on pajamas? So I got up, I walked over to where my pajamas are. They're in a dresser at the time. But instead of getting out my pajamas, I opened my underwear drawer, took out a pair of underwear, and put it on my head. And then I got back into bed. And my dad says to me, look, Chris, I'm not playing games anymore. You need to go to bed. I have to get up early and go to work tomorrow. I'll be back in 2 minutes, and I expect you to have put your pajamas on. So he left and walked to the living room, and I got up, pulled out my underwear drawer, marched into the living room, and threw it at him. Yeah. So at that point, my mom awoke, and she had come out into the living room and realized that I was sleepwalking. And neither of my parents really knew what to do at the time because I had never done it before, so they were kind of concerned. They didn't want to wake me up. They didn't know what to do, so they were like, alright, let's just get her to go to bed. So they, I didn't wear pajamas that night. I didn't brush my teeth that night. Yeah. They got me to go into bed, turned out my light, made sure I was tucked in, and they were like, okay, see you in the morning. Now when I woke up, got up, got dressed, whatever. And I walked into the living room and I see that all of my underwear is scattered throughout the living room. And my drawer is just on the floor, and I was like, what happened? I was so confused. And I could tell that I had 3 dogs at the time, and if you left anything on the floor, they certainly were there to play with it in the morning before I got up. So obviously my dogs had found all my underwear, and they had just scattered it all throughout the house. What? So I had to go around picking it all up as my parents explained this story to me that I was sleepwalking. Which, that wasn't fun. Hearing this story the first time, I was just like, yeah, that's not true. But about a week later, almost the same situation. I was in my mom's room, and my dad comes in and he's like, alright, Chris, you need to go to bed. But this time, he's like, alright, you need to go brush your teeth, right? So I walked into my parents' bathroom, which normally I wouldn't do because I have a bathroom in my room, so I would just use that. But walked into my parents' bathroom, and I faked to brush my teeth. Kid you not, I turned on the sink as if I was wetting my toothbrush. And then I waited a minute or two, and I turned on the sink and filled a cup of water and like put the water in my mouth and spit it out as if I was spitting out toothpaste, so that my parents would think I brushed my teeth. But I didn't. Why did I do that? I don't know. Anyways, so my dad was like, alright, go to bed. And I just walked outside. Like, I went into the living room, unlocked the front door of our house, and went outside and sat on the porch for approximately 5 to 10 minutes until my dad comes out there and he's like, okay, like, what are you doing? Like, go to bed. And he's like, I apparently like made angry noises at him, I guess. I tended to make angry noises as a 3rd grader whenever I was angry. So apparently I made some pretty nasty angry noises at him. And then I went inside, and he's like, alright, you know, like, go to the bathroom and get ready for bed and go to sleep. Bad choice of words, Dad. Why'd you tell me to go to the bathroom? Because what I did next was I unlocked the basement door, walked down a flight of stairs into my pretty creepy basement because it's an unfinished basement, and our house has been in our family for like 50 years. So when my dad was a kid and he lived here, the house got struck by lightning and the basement had all caught on fire. So there are just some like cement walls in the middle of nowhere because I guess they like never knocked them down, or maybe they needed to put them up for support for the house. I don't know, but there's just these random cement walls. So apparently I'm like walking into things, and I walk over to this hole in the ground, which it's basically, I think it's called a sump pump, and it's a hole in the ground and it's filled with water, and then like, I don't know exactly how it works, but like whenever you run water, then like the water goes outside, like through a pump. It gets pumped from the hole through like pipes, and then it goes outside. I walked over to this hole, and I just peed right there. Right through my clothes. Right down my leg. Peed on the floor. At this point, my dad realizes I'm sleepwalking and picks me up as I'm screaming and fighting him and hitting him, and oh, my poor father. And he picks me up and he brings me into my room. He makes sure I change my clothes, and I went to bed. And that's kind of it. So after that, I had sleptwalked a lot. I would sleepwalk 3 or 4 times a week maybe, and my parents did begin to get concerned. They almost wanted to like take me to a doctor because maybe something was wrong with me, like what was causing this. They were scared because I kept going outside. Nothing really that crazy happened ever again though, because if it did, I would be telling it as a story. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like it and subscribe, and comment below if you've ever sleptwalked or done something stupid while you were, you know, like half asleep. But I hope you guys enjoyed this because I really enjoyed filming this. See you guys next time. Bye!